Position where he must discharge his weapon several times.
The area is crowded with strip shopping centers and retail businesses. Witnesses describe confusion and panic.
People were running towards where I was technically at, like right there, and I was like, well, what's going on? And the shots were pretty loud.
Police released this image of what they say is the gun found near the body of the man who was shot by police. Police are expected to release the name of the officer involved in the shooting on Thursday. In Oxon Hill, Jackie Benson, News 4.
Well, if you can hear the thunder, you won't be surprised to know that we are in weather alert mode now because of a flash flood watch for parts of the area.
And we've been hearing the thunder right here in upper northwest and seeing the rain pouring down here. Amelia Draper tracking some of the heavy rain that could be coming in the coming days ahead. Amelia, what's it look like across the region?
Well, across the area right now, I'm tracking some thunderstorms and very heavy rainfall. This all with the line I was tracking earlier in the night. I did honestly think that it was going to stay further back to the west based on the latest radar and guidance, but you can see this line is...
Well, I have the GE801 running a little bit better. The brightness is still an issue. I'm not sure what's up with the brightness. But the brightness you see here is the outer control, and if I turn it just a little bit, just a tiny bit, I lose the raster totally. So you can see I'm turning it, that's it. That's fully turned, and that's as bright as she gets. And then you'll see, I'll show you how I'm barely moving this and I lose the raster. So there we go, raster's gone. That's not even a quarter of a turn. Maybe a quarter of one turn. Not even. And I lose the entire raster. So, the contrast is a lot better. And it puts out a halfway decent picture. Now remember, this is a 10 FP4, not a 10 BP4. So it's got the... It's got the aluminized picture tube, so it doesn't need the ion trap. If I put an ion trap on it, the entire raster just goes to black, and I don't get any sort of raster with that. Play with the AGC there a little bit. It's a little bit better picture. Let me turn the volume back up.
A solemn homecoming tonight for fallen U.S. service members who were killed in the Korean War. Vice President Mike Pence flew to Pearl Harbor as the plane carrying those remains touched down on U.S. soil. North Korea turned over these remains, military members carrying 55 caskets from an American transport into a hangar this evening. A full military honor was held with each casket being placed.
So as you can see, it's a pretty good picture. I replaced about a dozen resistors, a couple in the vertical circuitry, a couple in the IF, the video IF. So I think that made the picture a little bit better. I still have not figured out what's going on with the brightness there. Whether it's the control, I think the control is I can't recall if the control is dead, not dead, but I think the control may only go up to like 300K and it should go up to 500K. So that could be some of the issue, but I don't know why I would only get brightness at the very top end then. So I'm only getting brightness at like 300K. But who knows? I mean, that could be it, that the brightness control is shot. I put it on the meter, and I remember it's supposed to be a 500K pot, and it only goes from 0 to 300K. So that could be it. I've gone through the rest of that circuit, looking for resistors that are out of spec, and cap values are all correct. But the thing's running really, really solid actually right now. So this is set to channel 7 because that's what my modulator runs at, is channel 7. So, and I have a modern TV over here so I can check out and see what's on and then compare it to what's on the vintage set. So all in all, not too bad. Happy with it. It's putting out about 9,000 volts to the picture tube. horizontal sync is good. Vertical sync is good. Linearity's, I haven't even messed with the linearity yet, but it looks pretty good. I haven't put an Indian head pattern on there. But so far so good. Radio's working okay. I found out that last video I shot, when I went over to the radio, I didn't turn off my Agile modulator, and the Agile modulator's sitting right there. I mean, the antenna's right there. So that signal was interfering with the radio signal. That's what that was. So whenever I flip over to radio, I turn off my Agile modulator, so I'm not broadcasting right over it. So that's what that was. So yeah, so this is the GE801, 1940, I think it's 7. And back to life, and hopefully soon to be back in the cabinet. I'm going to go through the stuff to go through the audio circuits, test the resistors in there, and replace anything that looks funky. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoy this look at a working GE801.
And how to protect your money. Tomorrow on News 4 Today.
Toyota has been awarded the best resale value of any brand. Because when it comes to holding value, nobody does it better than Toyota. In fact, Toyota owns the top 3 spots of all vehicles ranked by KBB, with 4Runner, Tundra, and ranking number 1, Tacoma. It all starts with legendary reliability. We build Toyotas to last, which saves you money. That drives us. What drives you? Toyota. Let's go places.